Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devin Saraswatin Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktin Bhavadirnaistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devagi Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 7, text number 11. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and chapter name is Scheduled Incarnations with Specific Function. So today we are going to discuss the 11th sloka. Please repeat the sloka behind me. Satre mamāsa bhagavān. Satre mamāsa bhagavān haya-śīraṣātho.
Satre mamāsa bhagavān
sākṣāt yajña-puruṣas tapanīya-varṇaḥ. chandomayo makha-mayo khila-devatātmā.
chandomayo makhamayo khila-devatātmā
Vāco babhūvur uśatīḥ śvasato asya nastaḥ.
babhūvur nastaḥ.
Word by word meaning. Satre in the sacrificial ceremony. Mama of mine. Asa appeared. Bhagavān, the personality of Godhead. Haya-śīraṣā, with his horse-like head. Atha, thus. Sākṣāt, directly. Saha, he. Yajña-puruṣaḥ, the person who is pleased by performances of sacrifice. Tapanīya, golden. Varṇaḥ, two. chandaḥ-mayaḥ, personified Vedic hymns. Makha-mayaḥ, personified sacrifices. Akhila, all that be. Devatā-ātmā, the soul of the demigods. Vācah, sounds. babhūvur, become audible.
become audible,
Uśatīḥ,
uśatīḥ,
very pleasing to hear.
very pleasing to hear,
śvasato,
śvasato,
while breathing.
while breathing,
asya,
again,
his.
his
nastaḥ,
nastaḥ,
through the nostrils.
through the nostrils.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanavranda A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. The Lord appeared
The Lord appeared
as the Hayagriva incarnation
as the
in a sacrifice
sacrifice
performed by me.
performed by me.
Brahma. He is the personified sacrifices,
Personified
and the hue of his body
and the hue of his body
is golden.
is golden.
He is the personified
He is the personified
Vedas as well,
Vedas as well,
and the super soul
and the super soul
of all demigods.
of all demigods.
When he breathed,
When he breathed,
all the sweet sounds
all the sweet sounds
of the Vedic hymns
of the Vedic hymns
came out of his nostrils.
came out of his nostrils.
Purport. The Vedic hymns are generally meant for sacrifices performed by fruitive workers who also want to satisfy the demigods to achieve their fruitive result. But the Lord is the personified sacrifices and personified Vedic hymns. Therefore, one who is directly a devotee of the Lord is a person who has automatically both served the purposes of sacrifices and pleased the demigods. The devotees of the Lord may not perform any sacrifice or may not please the demigods as per Vedic injunctions. And still, the devotees are on a higher level than the fruitive workers or the worshippers of different demigods. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalake Chakshulummidam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavad Pashasha Deshatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today's sloga, it is the continuation of the discussion between Brahma and Narada. So in the previous chapters, Brahma and Narada, Narada was asking the question about the creation and Brahma is giving the answer. So this discussion is originally mentioned by Sukadeva Goswami and Parshit Maharaj, because Parshit Maharaj also asking the same question about the creation. For that, Sukadeva Goswami is referring the discussion what happened between Brahma and Narada. So now, already there is a discussion is going on. In that discussion, Sukadeva Goswami is referring the discussion which happened between Brahma and Narada. So here now, the Brahma and Narada they were discussing. The previous chapters, Brahma, he was giving the explanation about the Virat Rupa and how the creation is happened. And now, in this chapter, especially in the 7th chapter, he was explaining about the various incarnations of the Supreme Lord. So today, he was talking about the incarnation as a Hayagriva incarnation. So here, there are two things mentioned. First thing is, Lord is the personified of sacrifices and he is a personified of Vedas as well. So there are two things. So when we already discussed in the previous chapters that Lord, the Garbhadakshayi Vishnu, through his navel, the lotus flower sprouted from this Brahma born. So Brahma appeared and he was not aware of what to do. Then he heard the sound tapa. So here from the Lord. So he understood that he needed to do tapasya. So he did the tapasya for 1,000 celestial years. After that, Lord imparted the Vedas to hand over the Vedas, Vedic knowledge to Brahma. So the originally the Vedic knowledge is who is the owner of the original Vedic knowledge? It is Lord himself, Supreme Lord. So he is the Vedic personified. So that Vedas is hand over to Brahma. So what are they? What is there in the Vedas? So the Vedas, it is there. It is how to do the sacrifices so that we can satisfy the demigods. And if you study the Vedas, we can understand that all the sacrifices, who is the owner of the sacrifice? The Supreme Lord is the owner of the sacrifice. And from him, so when we are doing a sacrifice, some fire sacrifice, so through that, we are satisfying the demigods. So the demigods, in turn, they are giving the, what are the prospects to us? What are the things we are expecting and doing the yajna, that whatever we are required for basic needs. Suppose we wanted to be lived properly, for that we need a proper sun, proper air, proper food grains, a proper health. All those things are required. So for that, the human being, they have to do that, because all the things are coming from the Supreme Lord only. So through the demigods, it is coming to us. So we cannot directly approach just a Supreme Lord. So through demigods, what we are doing the fire sacrifices. Taking the fire sacrifices result, demigods, they are getting the result from, they are giving they are satisfied. Demigods are satisfied. Then they are giving the result to the Supreme Lord. From Supreme Lord, they are getting the opulences, and that opulences they are giving to the human being. So this is the arrangement of the Supreme Lord. So sacrifices. So it is said that the yajña kunda, it is the mouth of the Lord Vishnu. So even though whatever the yajña he will do, finally, if you see the Pandit, he will say that Sarvam Krishnarpanam. Like that, he will say whatever the yajña he will say, he will do Ganapati Homa, that Homa, this Homa, whatever the Homa he will do, finally they will say Sarvam Krishnarpanam. So the yajña-puruṣa, Supreme Lord is the yajña-puruṣa. So that's why it is mentioned here, is a sacrifices personified of sacrifices. And also, since the Vedas are also coming from the Supreme Lord, that is also Vedas personified. Supreme Lord is Vedas personified. So both the things is, everything is Supreme Lord. So why Lord gave the Vedas to Brahma? Because Brahma is going to start the creation. It happened before the creation. So Brahma is going to start the creation. When he create the human beings, because human being, in order to have, because the purpose of creation is not just for the sake of creating just animals and varieties, birds, this and that. Is what the main purpose of creating this material world is to educate the living entities and go back to Godhead. So that is the main purpose. So for that, we need the syllabus. What syllabus we will study? So we have to, in order to live properly also, we need the laws. So there are laws are there in the society, there are laws. We are following the laws. In our material world, there is a government laws. So you have to go, you have to drive on the right hand side. If there is a signal, you need to stop. You should not fight with others. So you should not acquire any other's property. These are the laws. If you breach the law, there is a punishment by the government. So this is the general things are there. But apart from that, nobody is asking us to do the devotion. No government is asking you have to do the devotion, this and that. Nobody asking. But what we are doing, we are again one step ahead, we are going, and we are doing devotion for our satisfaction. So how the general law we have to follow, that is there for all of us. And along with that, if you follow the general law, what is the ultimate goal of the general law? That means you become a human being as a sensible person. The society will consider, if you obeyed the law, that means the society will consider you are a gentleman. And that is the way the laws are created in the material world. Similar way, in order to live properly in the peaceful manner, Lord created the Vedas for the people, human being who are going to be created by Brahma. That Vedas he hand over to Brahma. So the Brahma is having he imparted that knowledge to whenever he created his sons. He gave the knowledge to them, and from there the Vedas coming through the disciplic succession to all of us. So then, when the human beings are there, though there is a parambara after parambara, they used to do the Vedic. They will do the sacrifices. In that sacrifices, they will then they will do the satisfy the demigods, and they will get the how to do the sacrifice, whom to do the sacrifice. All the things are specified in the Vedas. So if you read about Vedas, it is about how to satisfy the Indra, Chandra, Vayu, all the things. Most of the time, it is glorifying them only. The Vedas always it is talked about them, how to satisfy them, because they are only the department of rain, all those natural things. They are the head of the department. So the Vedas, it is mainly talked about how to satisfy them, what kind of sacrifice we have to do. All those things it is mentioned in the Vedas. But in Bhagavad Gita, when Bhagavad Gita, Lord is saying that in order to, this is for the fruity workers, where Vedas is for the fruity workers. So I am doing some yajña, out of that I need something. So if you do the yajña, the demigods will be satisfied and they will give the result. What is the fruity results? They will, if you want the rain, if you do the yajña, the rain will come, because the Varuna bhagavān will be satisfied. Then if you satisfy the Varuna bhagavān, the rain will come. If you satisfy the sun will come. If you satisfy the Vayu, the air will come. So like that, each and every demigods, we can do the different yajña and then satisfy them, and we will get that. So this is the give and take policy. So by the yajñas, demigods will be satisfied, sacrifices, demigods will be satisfied, and after satisfaction, they are returned back, giving back us the things which are required to live peacefully in this material world. So this is the give and take policy only. There is no love, there is no exchanges of bhava, nothing is there in this. This is just this is their duty. So if you are somebody doing the sacrifice, the demigods, they have to provide the result for that. They cannot deny that. So this is kind of a karmic reactions only. This is a kind of a fruity workers. Okay, I'm expecting something, I'm doing the puja, I need to get the result. That's all. So this is in the platform of karma, the fruity workers. But when it is come into the picture, it is said that in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna himself is saying in 15.15, Vedaisha sarver agam eva vedyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chagam. So that means by all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta and I am the knower of the Vedas. So who is the knower of the Vedas? The Supreme Lord is the knower of the Vedas. That is the real purpose of the Vedas. But unfortunately, what is happening? People are stuck with the fruity results only. Okay, they are doing the yajña, they are satisfied with the fruity results. They are not going beyond the result. Yes, they are saying that I'm doing this homa, particular homa, I'm satisfied with the demigods, so I got the result. That's all. But who is the original receiver of that sacrifice? It's a Supreme Lord. That is in the Vedas, it is in the hidden format. But the person who is knowing that, what they will do, they will go beyond the Vedas. So the person who is stuck with the Vedas are required so that the human being, how the laws are required in this material world, similarly Vedas are required so that the sacrificial ceremonies, those things will happen properly, so that the human beings, they will live properly in this material world. So Vedas are basis here. But the person who understand, who know everything, all the laws, so one step ahead, they want to go to understand who is the receiver of the Vedas, who is the receiver of the sacrifices. Original receiver of the sacrifices is the Supreme Lord. So then all the things we are getting from Supreme Lord, that knowledge we will get when we get into the one step ahead. So that's why in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying that I am to be known from all the Vedas. but that knowledge is hidden in the Vedas. And how to get that? Then Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, if you are be stuck in the Vedas, then that means you are in the fruity results only. You will be satisfied with the fruity results only, and you will be in the Janma Mrityu, that chakra only. There's a birth and death cycle only. So you need to come, Arjuna, you need to come out of the three modes of material nature. You need to come to the mode of transcendental mode, Suddha Sattva mode. So that what will happen? You can come out of this birth and death cycle. So that should be our goal of life. So here, today's sloka, he was talking about the Hayagriva. So Hayagriva incarnation, why Lord took the Hayagriva incarnation? Because there was a demons. There are two demons, Madhu and Kaitva. There are the two demons. They stole this Vedas from Brahma. So in order to, and they hide the Vedas under the Narmada ocean. So in order to recover the Vedas and hand over the Vedas back to Brahma, because if there is no Vedas, what will happen? The human being, they will again become animals. So in order for the Vedic knowledge to be re-established, that is the reason Lord took the Hayagriva avatar and he recovered the Vedas from this. He killed this Madhu and Kaitava demons and he recovered the Vedas and handed over back to Brahma. Then the knowledge. So that's the reason here it is mentioned that he is the knowledge personified. The Hayagriva avatara is the knowledge personified. So if you want to be in our education, if you want to study the Vedas, study the Bhagavad Gita, or even the material knowledge, he is the knowledge personified. If you worship the Lord in the Hayagriva form, then Lord will mercifully, he will bless us. So he is the golden, the body is golden, that's what mentioned here. And the Lord is, the Hayagriva avatar is a Vedic personified. So when he breathes from his nostrils, how it is coming? When he breathes out, then the sweet sounds are coming, right? They are the Vedic hymns. We are also breathing from our mouth, our nose, what is coming? Only air is coming. But the Hayagriva avatar, the Vedic hymns are coming. When Lord breathing out, from his nostrils only the Vedic hymns are coming. So that is the position of the Supreme Lord. So this is the Hayagriva avatar. It is mainly to re-establish and recover the Vedas from the demons and hand over back to the Brahma. So always there is the society, there are two classes of people will be there. One is the devotee class. Who are not a devotee, there are opposite classes, demons. Whatever it may be, only two classes. One, either you may be a devotee or you will be a demon. That's all. So the demonic mentality people always be there in this society. Currently also, even in this present, we are talking, this is the very incarnations are happened in the previous yugas, but still we are talking about we are thinking that demons were there during that time. Madhu, Kaitava kind of demons were there during that time. No, it is not like that. Demons are there, will be there always in the society. Like in the current society also, demons are there. The demonic nature, who are all going against the nature, against the Supreme Lord, they are all the demons, demonic nature. So but they may be in the covering of, they may be a philosophical people, they may be a politician, they may be a scientist, but originally those people are who are not accepting the authority of the Supreme Lord, who are not accepting the Vedas, who are not accepting the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Those people are demonic people only, who are not accepting the authority of Supreme Lord. They are all demons. So that is the category. So current day also there are many impersonalists are there, but impersonalists, there is a category, the impersonalist category, but they are not accepting the person, the form of the Lord, that's all. But they are worshipping the Lord. They are worshipping the Lord as a light, but they are not accepting the Lord as the form. Yes, in this Bhagavatam pages, we can understand that Lord has many incarnations. The incarnation is the Hayagriva, the horse face. Lord has the horse face. So if it's a horse face means there is a form. So But this kind of understanding is not there with the impersonalists. So they have the half understanding. But only the devotee having the complete understanding. Lord took the various incarnations. It's a Lord's incarnation is like a ocean. How many the ocean's waves, how many waves are coming? If you count, how many waves will come? We don't know, because there are n number of waves will come. Similar way, Lord took n number of incarnations because he wanted to, he wanted to recover the living entities which is there, he kept it in the material world. So we are satisfied with this material world. Oh, I am getting these occurrences. I am satisfied. I'm eating, sleeping well. I'm doing my work. I'm enjoying this material. We are thinking that we are enjoying this material world. But Lord knows your position is not this. You are suffering in this material world. Lord wanted to take out from our suffering. So if our children or somebody, they may in the childhood, they may get some fever. So in order to satisfy them, we may give some sweet or chocolate or something, so that they will get some happiness. They will, if they get some hurt, so they will, sometime they will forget the pain and they will enjoy the sweet. That's the reason we used to give the sweet to the kid. For what? Temporarily he will forget that. But originally what is our intention? We need to come out from this disease. That is our original intention. The parents only, they know that how to cure this. They will always think about how to cure, how to rectify this, my child from this disease. That is always they will think. But in order to keep him happy, what they will do? They will give some sweet chocolate periodically. They will give, so that he will means forget that the child will forget that the pain. He will enjoy it, but sometime whenever he is a pain, he will be in the pain. The similar way, Lord is also treating as a child. So whenever we are always, when we are in the material world, means we are in the pain, but we are in the suffering, but we are not able to understand. Like a child, we are not able to understand. We are thinking that we are enjoying here. So Lord taking the incarnation here and there, what he will do? What Lord will do? He is giving the happiness, little happiness in this material world. That is not a originally happiness, because like how the temporarily sweet is giving to us, the similar way, Lord is giving the happiness to us through the demigods. Then we are satisfying, we be there. But in the same way, Lord is coming as the incarnation. He was re-establishing his presence. So he is re-establishing that I am there. You need to come back to me. So because the devotees need to have the faith on the Lord. In order to increase the faith on the Lord, Lord is taking the incarnation. Himself is coming, and he is taking different numerous incarnations, and is coming and is delivering this kind of his childs from this material world. So we are all the children of, we are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. He is our Supreme Father. Getting delivered from this material world is the only aim for the Lord as well as us also. But unfortunately, we are like a child. We are not knowing. We forget our original relationship with the Lord. We are just happy with that chocolate or sweet, whatever the Lord is giving to us. We are happy with that. We are forgetting the Lord. But Lord won't forget. So we wanted us to come back. That is the reason Lord is giving all this knowledge to us through Vedas, through Upanishad, and as well as Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. It is level of understanding. If you are somebody, they're reluctant to, their knowledge is very low, their intelligence is very low. For them, okay, you at least follow the Vedic principles, whatever it is mentioned. You just come in under a umbrella of Sanatana Dharma, follow this Vedas, whatever they are saying, get the fruits from the demigods to enjoy, be there. Until unless you take the another birth and you understand, your intelligence will increase, then you can come back to me. So Lord is mercifully, he was doing all those things. So this is the incarnation, the Hayagriva incarnation. It is another merciful incarnation, is a knowledge personified incarnation. He is the personified of sacrifices and personified of Vedas. He is a knowledge personified incarnation. Mercifully, he came into this material world and he killed the demons and he recovered the Vedas and handed over to the Brahma again. So the Brahma is saying that, so how this incarnation happened? Because Brahma, he did a sacrifice because he wanted the Lord to appear so that he can recover. He wants the Vedas to be recovered. For that, he performed the sacrifice. Brahma himself performed the sacrifice and Hayagriva incarnation happened. That's what mentioned by Brahma in this sloka. So like this, Lord has different incarnations. The upcoming slokas we will discuss about the further incarnations. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone.